Good afternoon, Facebook. How's it going? This is Ilana Klabowski with Mustard and Molasses Boutique. Wow, that feels so different to say. I wanted to make a video to kind of let you guys know where I've come from and why this name. I had a couple people ask and I was already thinking about making a video. So if you're watching right now, you're either watching on the replay on Facebook, drop me a comment, or you're watching on YouTube. And you're welcome to comment, let me know you're here. If you're watching live, let me know you're here, say hi, drop me an emoji, or just say what's up. But I am really excited to be launching my new boutique, Mustard and Molasses. So first of all, let's talk about the roots of this boutique. Where did it come from? Where did I start? How did I even figure out how to do this? So first of all, I have to be really upfront and honest and straightforward and grateful to Mark and Deanne Stidham of LuLaRoe, and Elisa Jones and Lori Georgie, who are all my upline with LuLaRoe. And LuLaRoe was where I started, and LuLaRoe gave me an opportunity that I had wanted for so long. I wanted to be able to be a business owner since I can remember. I'm going to show you guys this picture of me at age 6 running my own shop with my babysitter who set up a shop for me. So this is something I've wanted for a long time. And when I stopped working after having my kids and stayed at home, I knew I wanted to start a business, but I could never figure out what I wanted to do. At one point, I had been making pillows, and I thought about selling pillows. I made these awesome pillows. Hey, Madeline, how are you? And I just never got it going off the ground. And then there were direct sales were popping up around all over, and I thought, well, maybe I could do a direct sale. So I started with Norwax. That didn't resonate with me. And LuLaRoe came along at just the most amazing opportunity, and I was so blessed and grateful that I had the opportunity. They handed me a great product. You're in Tennessee. What's going on there? What's in Tennessee? Young Living. Awesome. I need to message you about my oils I just got, Madeline. I need to message you. Okay, I'm going to send you a message after this. So I'm doing a little talk here about the history of my shop and my new name. Oh, so fun. Have a great time. Learn all the things, get inspired, all that stuff. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was making pillows. So LuLaRoe gave me this beautiful opportunity, this amazing product, the branding already done. I just needed to plug myself in. And I started that in 2016, and I had 2 really successful years of LuLaRoe. Really wonderful years of growing and growth and learning and exploring and just like trusting myself and gaining confidence and, you know, all these things that LuLaRoe gave me. So I am hands down forever grateful to LuLaRoe for the opportunity that they gave me as a whole, and also directly to my upline, who I had 2 people above me were amazing leaders, and they still are. And so if you're ever interested in the LuLaRoe opportunity, it's out there. It's a great opportunity to get started. So that gave me my bearings. That gave me my confidence to start Mustard and Molasses Boutique, which I just launched. I didn't launch any product yet. I just basically launched the branding, and the logo. And what's out there right now is you guys can follow the link on my website, and you can sign up for my emailing list, so you'll be the first to know when I launch, okay? Hi, Melissa. So why the name? What's up with the name? Mustard and Molasses. So I just wanted to give a little brief reason why I named it LuLaRoe. Nope, so in my head. I did not name it LuLaRoe. I named it Mustard and Molasses. So basically, all new, as the song goes, all new beginnings come from some other beginning's end, right? So there is a website right on my page here. It's mustardmolasses.com. No and in the website yet, but I'm working on getting that, okay? So things are still, I'm not really ready to launch yet, but I couldn't keep it in about what's going on. So, anybody like my sweater? Just saying. Okay, so Mustard and Molasses, the reason why I picked that name is it just came to me, you guys. It really, literally just came to me. I don't think I could have tried to pick this name. The logical name I was going to go with, which I was kind of calling my boutique before, was Love Ilana, and that's what I was going to go with. My name, I had been using that branding for a while. It felt really good, and then I had the website bought, I had all the things bought, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. So I was literally eating a salad on one of my first official date nights with my husband, and I got this amazing mustard dressing, and I was like, man, mustard is like this funny. First of all, I need to start with, I need to start with the fact that I love food. You guys know that. I do my cooking show. If you're not over in my insider group, I'll link that group to this page so you can join. But I love food. I love to cook. It's really important to me. And I love the French, how they say you can taste the love in your food when you put the love in your food. When you cook happily or you cook with joy, you can taste it. And I really believe in that French philosophy. So, yeah, I was eating this salad and it was just like I had a mustard dressing and I was like, man, mustard, you put it on a hot dog or you make a fancy dressing with it. It's got like so much versatility. So I've been thinking about mustard, and then of all places, I feel like inspiration comes at the funniest places. And so I teach a Sunday school class for the little, I will, Melissa, I'll hook you up with the link. So I teach a Sunday school class at our church and it's for the little kids and their ages like, 4 to 6, and they're little. It's not that they're overlooked, but they're little. They don't have a big voice. They're little kids, right? And it can be kind of lonely teaching them. It's kind of isolating in a way. Most of them talk a lot and most of them can't read. So it's not a lot of it's a lot of me just making stuff for them. I have no idea if things are going in, which is any teacher, right? Anytime you teach something, you don't know if people are really receiving it or you're doing any kind of talking. But anyway, I shouldn't say I don't get a lot back, but sometimes it's hard to see what I get back. So one day, when I was trying to figure out my name, this little girl comes into class and she's sobbing. She is just hysterical. And I get it out of her. Why is she so upset? Bye, Madeline. Have a great time. Here's my husband. Hey. So, she comes into class and she's sobbing, just sobbing. And I'm like, what's wrong, honey? Tell me what's wrong. What's bothering you? What's going on? Long story short, her parents are going out of town for a weekend and she's sad that she's going to miss them. She's going to miss her mom. And so I break it down from why are you going to miss mom? What's going to be? Oh, my mom makes me food. And so we talked through it and I was like, well, do you think your grandma's not going to make you food? No, I think she will, but blah, blah, blah. And what's so great about mom's food? Well, my mom puts molasses in my oatmeal. And I was like, that sounds amazing. And I have had this molasses sitting in my cupboard and use it for molasses cookies once a year. And otherwise I kind of forget about it. And I grew up, my parents had made sorghum when I was a kid, and sorghum making from the sugar plant or the sorghum plant had been a really big part of our family. So molasses and sorghum and these kind of sweeteners was kind of part of my life, right? So she says this to me, this little girl says this to me. She's like, my mom puts molasses in my oatmeal. Hey guys, I'm doing a quick live on my page. So
Is TPS awake?
She's not awake, nope. Okay, sorry about that. So anyway, I start putting molasses in my oatmeal. I start putting molasses on my rice cakes. I start putting molasses on everything. Now, granted, molasses is sugar, straight sugar, but it's kind of fancy and it's also kind of humble. It's kind of ugly, right? Molasses is this brown color. It's kind of like molasses. Nobody really uses it, right? Hey, Jessica. Hey, Megan. Hey, Shalane, Mashonda, Rachel. Hey, guys. If you're just joining me now, I'm just kind of talking about why the new name for the boutique, Mustard and Molasses. So you can go back and watch the replay if you want to see the beginning. So molasses is kind of this humble, kind of brown substance, right? Hey, Jessica. Now, granted, you can tell I think a lot about food, right? As much as I think about clothes, I probably think about food more. And I think about, there's histories of food and stuff. So I started thinking about molasses. I started using it and I realized molasses enriches things, right? You put it in meats to bring out flavor. They put it in drinks sometimes to enhance the drinks. Molasses cookies. Anybody like molasses cookies, right? It's they're they have depth, right? And so I was thinking about, my friend Ashley and I had this joke that I like nice things. I'm not fancy. I didn't grow up fancy, but I like quality things. And so we have this joke, I like nice things. So I like mustard. And if you say to someone, pick me up some mustard at the store, that's a huge, huge thing. Hey, Holly. Yeah, molasses cookies, right? So you say to someone, oh, go grab me some mustard. Well, if you're in Buffalo, there's Weber's. There's just the regular old hot dog mustard. You do a squiggle, you draw mustard on a hot dog or a hamburger, right? Or a veggie burger. And then there's Dijon mustard and there's German mustard. There's all these mustards. And I just love that there's so much variety to something so humble as mustard. And then molasses too is this thing. So honestly, I don't know how it came to me. It just came to me. And my dear friend Faith had sent me this. She has a vintage junk shop, she calls it, in Wisconsin. And she sent me this big sign, and I showed it to you guys. It's a big ampersand. It's a big and sign. And I remember she sent it to me right when I closed up my LuLaRoe shop. And I was like, this means something. I don't know what yet, but it means something. And so I was constantly thinking of this and thing. Well, it's funny because in the end, I didn't end up using the ampersand sign in my branding. I used a plus sign, but it's still this idea of two things, two contrasting things. And so I thought about mustard and molasses. I thought about the colors, mustard and brown, right? Rich, decadent, humble. I don't know, it just resonated. I like the sound. And so that's really the thing behind it. And also I felt like those two things are very American in a certain way. Mustard and molasses, I don't know if they really are, and also kind of European at the same time. So a lot of what you're gonna find in my new shop is French-made items or American made. Not all of it will be. Some of it will be from China and, you know, where things are made. It's not exclusively American made or French, but I am carrying the biggest line I'll be carrying is as a French line. I adore it. And so there's also this idea of being slow and deliberate and unassuming with mustard and molasses, right? Who thinks of mustard and molasses as fancy, right? But so a lot of the things in my shop are going to be sort of unassuming, but they're going to be a little jazzy, right? This is like a brown sweater, but there's some gold in it. So I kind of took the concepts of that, of mustard and molasses, and that's kind of going to dictate sort of how the products in my shop are going to be and what they're going to be. So that's really the history behind it. Any questions or like thoughts or comments? I'm personally really excited about it. And I know there's like a lot of associations with the mustard seed in the Bible about, you know, if you have faith, the grain of the mustard seed. I really wasn't going for that, but I like the idea that both things are like slow in a certain way, a plant to grow. To make mustard, you crush mustard seeds. To make molasses, you boil things, right? So it's kind of all that association. And then just the alliteration, mustard and molasses. It just sounds good. I know for me, I just posted a video over on my personal page, but it was a video for me a year ago going like, guys, I discovered something great. Spices in your food, make them great. But it came off really dumb, which I feel like sometimes I am prone to come off as. But I guess the idea behind it is that you can take something simple, you can take a simple outfit, and if you put you can take a simple piece of some kind of food and you put a beautiful mustard on it or a beautiful glaze that has molasses in it or any kind of spice, and it elevates it. And so that's kind of the idea of my shop, is that I want to bring you guys pieces that just elevates you a little bit. It's not like, I'm not going to carry everything. It's gonna not appeal to everyone probably. And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with like people being like, I don't like mustard. Oh, I don't like sugar. You know, it's like, it's okay. The world is really big. There's room for all of us. And I want to provide just a little bit of something flavorful for your outfits, flavorful for your day, a really fun, simple cardigan you can throw on and be really warm, really good quality. Quality is going to be at the top. The top factor of my shop is quality. Quality is the most important thing. Style and quality, for sure, the top. And I'm not implying that LuLaRoe did not have quality. I feel like LuLaRoe had great quality. In fact, probably the moment I got my idea for my boutique, like the little seed, the little mustard seed was planted, was the day they launched the jean jackets. The jean jackets with LuLaRoe are high quality, top notch, amazing fabrication, and something in me was like, quality is important. And I do feel like all the LuLaRoe pieces, I mean, I'm wearing my Madison skirt and my LuLaRoe stuff here. LuLaRoe just gave me a taste for quality and expression, and I just want to take it to the next level. So I will be providing a lot of things that complement your LuLaRoe already, things that you have already, and then moving beyond that too. So I'm also starting slow. I'm starting with a small collection of things and then growing from there, seeing what you guys like, what sells, kind of taking it easy, where LuLaRoe is a lot of like, yeah, you gotta get it now. There will be a sense like everything in my boutique is going to be very limited run, very limited run. So there will be that, like, if you want it, get it. If you want your size, get it. But there's going to be a website that you can shop in. It's just going to be a little bit more room for breathing, okay? So that's what I wanted to tell you guys about. Just, I wanted to give a shout out to LuLaRoe, thank LuLaRoe as a whole, and then also kind of give you guys a little bit of like, why did you pick mustard and molasses? Like, we thought you were going to do Love Ilana because you've been using that name for a while, which was like logical and stuff. So I have a few pieces in stock already, and you'll see me, if you see me on Instagram or anywhere on Facebook, likely what I'm wearing is new stuff for my shop. yeah, so I'm excited to launch. I was shooting for a November 1st launch date, but it wasn't really possible. So we're just going to roll with it. Make sure you're signed up for my emails because that's where I will tell you when I'm going to do my soft launch, which is probably going to be a preview on Facebook Live right here. I guess we're on Facebook Live. That's it. So any comments, questions, whatever? Thanks for joining me on this. It's Friday afternoon. Yay, Stacy. And if you're watching me on YouTube or anywhere else, I'm going to post this video on YouTube and probably on Instagram as well. You can comment there, let me know. But my new shop name is Mustard Molasses, and we're still in the midst of working out the website. So just stay tuned and follow along. Sign up for emails. So Stacy, if you follow the link right there on my Facebook page, there's a website link. It should be just says like website. You click there, it'll be a sign up page. Okay? And if you're on Instagram, you can also sign up just by clicking on the link in my bio there. It just will take you to the same place where you can sign up and make sure you're in the know. I mean, I don't 100% know yet, but I know like once I make my plan and everything, basically I'm waiting on inventory, I'm waiting on the website, then I'll go live selling. So, but you'll be seeing stuff like this. And I have this amazing leopard hat I've been wearing that I'll show you guys. So thank you so much for being here and watching and following on my journey and caring. I have to say, I was blown away by the response. My Facebook group, the group that we were in, I decided instead of weeding people out and trying to figure it out, I just made a new group. I had 53 of you ask to join that group. My heart was just like blown away. There's about 250 people in our group and 53 of you wanted to join my new group. So thank you so much. I'm going to let everybody into that group once I have something to say and talk about. But that group, just so you guys know, is not for selling. It is just for hanging out. If you want to hang out with me and get to know me a little more, come into our group. Talk about all kinds of things related to womanhood, motherhood, life, our bodies changing, all those kind of things, dressing, styling. So hopefully you'll join me over there. So thanks again. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.